So if you're working on your wedge play, a couple of things we want to see, and one of them would be something that's a little bit predictable. We want to try and produce a similar shot over and over again. Then it's easier to plus and minus it and change your distances. So many driving ranges now have TrackMan range or top tracer, these kind of things where you can measure launch angle, let's say. So what I suggest you do, get 10 golf balls, work on the idea of swinging back, let's say with a wedge, to where the left arm is level with the ground backwards and forwards. And of those 10 shots, can you hit them whereby the launch angle is similar, around about 30 for a distance wedge shot, plus or minus a degree or two. If one is coming out at 30, one's coming out at 40, that's a little unpredictable. You're going to get very different shot patterns. Can you carry the ball a similar distance each time, plus or minus 5 yards, let's say? That would be a good tolerance over 10 shots. And to do that, obviously we need to keep a fairly constant club head speed each shot, if we're keeping the swing length the same, and a constant ball speed. Well, ball speed is going to be determined by the quality of the strike, and the club speed is obviously length of swing and also your tempo, your timing. Can you keep a constant tempo? So what I suggest you do is nothing more difficult than just count to yourself a very simple 1, 2 kind of a beat when you're hitting these shots. Can you repeat it each time? So 10 balls, can we get the launch angle samey? Can we get the carry samey? And then can we keep a constant rhythm? So a lot of the times you struggle with this shot is not because you suddenly have just made much too big of a swing, you've just simply made a much quicker stroke. So once we're happy with the basic setup, let's just try a few where we literally just 1, 2. So 1 when you start, 2 when you hit it, to see if we can create a nice constant rhythm to the shots. So again, let's see if we hit one down there for you. So again, we're just going to make a nice simple little 1, 2, and then the 2 will be when you just strike the golf ball. Now over a period of time, we're going to hit some shots and we're going to see, same thing again, 1, 2, that we're going to get a more consistent result if we can keep the tempo the same. Now that 1-2 ratio should really stay on these short shots regardless of the length of the stroke, but it's a great 1, 2, and these are all of a similar type of shot. They're coming out around about, TrackMan's telling me, about 30 degrees with a carry of about 55 yards. So that's about what I'd expect with my 56 swinging back to left arm level with the ground. So you can get some apps. You can get tour tempo, which is great, or you can use a metronome as well, or you can, just as I'm doing here, simply just count to yourself 1, 2, and just work on that idea, that rhythm. Started on a 1, hit it on the 2, 1, 2. Caught that a little bit heavy, but that wasn't too bad. It's still of a pattern. So if my ball speed dropped on that one, that's not because the tempo was off, that's because simply the strike wasn't right. So maybe poor execution, but get some similarities in there. You don't want lots of variables when you're pitching. So think about that tempo, that nice 1-2 kind of beat. That's really going to help.